Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So we do have a very interesting situation on our hands right now, and it is about Slay the Spire 2 and Marathon. Now, first and foremost, before we go into this video, there's no hate on Marathon. If you bought the game and you're enjoying it, by all means, have fun. This is not shitting on Marathon. This is to showcase a major issue which we have right now in the gaming industry. So Slay the Spire 2 just released and it's still gaining players. 171 concurrent players right now, as you can see here. The game is absolutely doing phenomenal. And we have Marathon, which has less than half of the concurrent players. Actually, the peak is going down now. So the peak, it peaked at 86,712, and now it's at 86,718. So no, actually now 86,500. So it actually peaked and now is going down. So if tonight is going to go to 90,000, I highly doubt it. Let alone 100,000, that's not gonna be possible. Honestly, looking at the math, it's just not gonna be possible. Whereas the other one, Slay the Spire, it can still keep going. It may actually reach potentially 190 or even 200,000 by the peak, because the peak has not reached yet, right? So this is a major issue for big companies. Like, how the hell an indie card game is basically decimating a AAA $150 million video game, right? Now the prices are not that different. I mean, Slay the Spire, I believe it's $20 and Marathon is $40. So it's not like one of them is $70 and the other one is, you know, $10. The difference is not as big. And also, you could argue that Slay the Spire is also early access. So this game is early access. It's not complete as of yet. It's not like, obviously, maybe it won't last as long as Marathon in terms of our gameplays until the game fully releases. Whereas Marathon is a fully fledged release, like version 1.0, and it's going to have also Battle Pass and all these things. And even with that, the game can barely crack over 80,000, right? That's a situation we have right now in the gaming industry, and this shows effectively what's happening right now. The fact that we do have this, man, it's just insane. But I will say that this is a good start for Marathon. If it holds the weekend, everything is going to be okay. If it doesn't, it's going to be grim. And that's the thing. If the game holds, because this is going to be crucial right now, if the game doesn't hold over the weekend, and if Marathon goes to the lower 50s, because, you know, right now you can still get your money back if you want to, you know, get your reimbursement effectively. If you play less than 2 hours on Steam, you can get your money back, so there's no risk there whatsoever. So we'll see how many people actually cancel their games on Steam. If a lot of people cancel it and some people just stop playing by the weekend and it goes to the lower 50s or lower 60s, 50s, it would be a problem, because then on the first literally weekend you can barely crack 50,000 concurrent players. It's not looking great for a game which needs that level of players to stay on a daily basis. Otherwise, they're not gonna make their money back, right? Now remember, the game costed 150 million, whereas Slay the Spire 2, the cost of that was just a fraction. Marathon's been out for 2 hours. Let's get an update. The global top spot has been snagged by Slay the Spire 2, which released into early access today. Right now, this is, oh sorry, my bad, it's actually $25. So yeah, so it's pulling more revenue than Marathon, a $40 game. That's crazy. So that's just insane. Slay the Spire right now is actually making more money. Insane. Marathon released today on Steam, and the biggest release on Steam today is Slay the Spire 2. Yeah. That's it. I mean, mic drop. Just absolute mic drop. Vara, Marathon at 86,000 Steam concurrent, while Slay the Spire 2 at 163. Hilarious. Predicted 80 to 90,000 yesterday in my tweet, and boom, spot on. This exposes biased media hype versus real flop. VIT tonight on Bungie's disaster or wait a few hours for the real bleed. Yeah, so many people knew this was gonna happen. Obviously, I 100% knew effectively that this game, Marathon, was not gonna crack over 100,000. Again, if you love the game, please enjoy it. Again, I'm not shitting on the game. I am just looking at the stats. I'm looking at the facts. Gamers are choosing an indie versus a AAA Bungie game. What does that tell you? I'll just let that sink for a few seconds, because the answer is quite obvious. And Resident Evil Requiem also is gonna give you the answer if you don't know it. The answer is, my friends, people are sick of online games. Simple as that. Yes, we do have the outliers such as PUBG, Dota, Counter-Strike, Arc Raiders, but these are outliers. Rainbow Six, lots of people playing it, Overwatch, because they're competitive games, and they're games which kind of like were there a long time ago. I mean, Arc Raiders has just been here recently, but they made a good job, right? And they're unique, they're special, they're different. But apart from that, that's the thing, like the rest of the random gamers, the rest of average gamers, they don't care about these games. And Slay the Spire kind of tells you the same story. Resident Evil tells you exactly the same situation, right? And Slay the Spire is in early access, so Marathon can't even compete with an unfinished game. That's the problem, right? That's the issue we have right now. That's why AAA is so cooked. It's not cooked because gamers are hating on the games. It's because indies are able to make nicer, better, more engaging games than AAA games. That's the problem. This is the issue, right? So yeah, we have here also the interesting information about the peak on the Steam charts. So yeah, the all-time peak for Arc Raiders was almost 500,000 people. Well, we'll see if they reach that over the weekend, because I believe Arc Raiders peaked at this 500,000 2 days or 3 days after release. So the weekend is going to be fundamental for them to find out if they're going to manage it or not. But yeah, this is funny. Shutting down April the 5th. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. We'll find out, right? Look at this. Even Dexterter, even these people commented on this. This is crazy. Indie game Slay the Spire 2 just launched in early access on Steam and has 145,000 active players. It beats Marathon, which has 85,000. Wow, Slay the Spire now actually has 173,000. It keeps going up, which is insane. Yeah, crazy guys. Crazy times. Cannot believe it, man. Insane. But yeah, that's it for today's video on Slay the Spire. I am definitely going to play this game tonight because it is really interesting. I cannot wait, honestly. It's looking really nice. So yeah, let's see what happens with this one. It's going to be quite interesting. So if the game survives over the weekend, that's going to be the baptism of fire. Marathon just lost first place to the indie game Slay the Spire 2. How can a game with PlayStation support not reach 100k on its first day? Slay the Spire 2 has over 170,000 online views. I mean, online players, concurrent players. This is concurrent players. Crazy. So, from what I understand, some geniuses decided that Marathon, Slay the Spire 2, and the remaster of Poker Night at the Inventory should all be released at the exact same time, and this is why the Steam store is currently down. Do I have that right? That's right, man. Crazy stuff. Yeah, so that's it for today's video, guys. On this one, we shall see what happens over the weekend, but for now, it is yeah, it is looking pretty crazy. I mean, this this image is absolute peak, man. This is exactly what's happening right now. It is crazy, just crazy. I cannot believe, man. I cannot believe, but this is exactly what we're seeing right now in front of our eyes. absolutely decimated. So yeah, guys, that's it for today's video on this one. As always, I shall see you later in the next one. Bye.